Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching me from. I want to welcome you back to my channel at Clarissa Taylor. God bless you and you are welcome. Today again, I'm here. Remember, I told you in my last video that I'll be going through a teaching series for my book that I have written, Steps to Building a Sustainable Business. It is a book that was written by me and I published it last year in May. Yes. So I just want to give this as a free bonus to those of you who are my social media family members, so that at least you too can be part of my life and part of what God have used me or blessed me to do. So we started with the teaching series that I started, part one of it, that has to do with what is business. Of course, this program is helping you to discover the best version of yourself. It is a channel where I do teach. Sometimes I preach. I'm a pastor. Yes, I'm a pastor. So it is a channel where sometimes I do preach, I teach, I also mentor, I coach, and I prepare people to become the best version of themselves. So please be ready as we'll be delving into this very important session. It is a teaching series that I'll be doing maybe cut across this whole year. So I want you to really pay attention for you to be able to understand this part two of what I'm going to say. I want to refer you back to the first video that I posted is on my YouTube channel that is called The Steps to Building a Sustainable Business, Part 1. The teaching series part 1. So today we are going to be going into the part 2. Of course, I talked about what is business and I was able to define what business is all about. Today I want to talk on the various types of business options that are available to people that want to do business. This particular channel or this particular teaching series that I'm doing has to do with would-be entrepreneurs, people who want to become entrepreneurs but they don't have the adequate information on how to go about it. Because let me tell you something, if you are not adequately informed about a business, then you will be definitely deformed in whatever you are doing, because information is power and information is what brings transformation. So I want to encourage you briefly to make sure you glue to this channel, as definitely a special golden nugget will be dished out to you through this teaching series. Let's go. So today I want to talk about the various types of business options that are available to people who are doing business, or you want to go into business, or you have the desire of really doing business. What are the various options? I said here in the book, it is from the book that I've written that I'll be reading to you. So make sure you follow me, make sure you follow me and you pay attention. Yes. The various options, I said number one, sole proprietorship. That is one option of business that you can do. If you want to do business and you don't have that kind of capital, to finance your business, you can think about a sole proprietorship business. We'll have to explain about that in the next video. This is just going through them briefly so you'll be able to understand what I'm talking about. So I said the first option or the first type of business that one can do as a business person or as an entrepreneur, number one, is the sole proprietorship business. And the other option that you have is partnership business that you can do. If you are thinking of doing a business, these are the various different types of business that one can do. And like I said, I'm just going to list them today and of course try to explain them in details in the next video. The other one is called partnership business type, and we also have the limited liability business or limited liability companies That one also will be explained. And of course, corporations. These are I just want to keep it brief. I don't want to make it too elaborate so that people will find it very difficult to understand. So I want to keep it brief in just maintaining these 4 types of business. There are other types that you discover or make a research on, but for me, I just want to keep it brief. That is why I just made sure that I listed these 4 types of business in my book. Now, I said, furthermore, though business is a relative word, we have 2 sets of people that are involved in doing business. Business is a very broad term. It's a big and relative word, right? We can talk about it, we can discuss about it, but there is no way we'll be able to finish talking about it because it is so huge and it is relative. But to do justice to what I want to do, I just want to make sure I lay the foundation to give you a better understanding of what we are talking about, right? I said there are 2 sets of people who are involved in doing business. Number 1 is a business person, right? And the other one is an entrepreneur. 2 sets of people. So when you talk about business, when you are discussing about business, or when you are doing a business lecture, we are focusing on not only 1 set of people. There are 2 sets of people with regards to business. Okay, here I want to define who a business person is. I said a business person is somebody who buys or sells goods or services to make a profit. A business person is somebody who either buys or sells goods or services in order to make a profit. Remember, the essence of doing business, whatsoever business you go into, the major essence of doing business, number 1, is to make profit. That is what every business person seeks to achieve. The major purpose or goal of doing business is to make profit. And remember, in making profit, profit has to be maximized to the fullest. So as a business person, you should have that in your subconscious, that one of the things that you are going into business for is to ensure you make profit. So in making that profit, there are a lot of things that you have to make sure you sustain. There are a lot of things you make sure you curtail. There are a lot of things you make sure you guard around in order to help that business to be sustainable. Because it is one thing to start a business and it is another thing to sustain and to maintain the business. So these are one of the nitty-gritties, the basic ingredients, the golden nugget that I want to serve you in this channel. Make sure you don't forget to subscribe to this channel at Clarissa Taylor, and even as you subscribe, do justice by sharing this video to your friends, family members and relatives, and to all and sundry that you know will do benefit from what I am saying. Thank you very much as you do that. God bless you and I love you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also like this video and share to 5 or 10 of your 5 or 10 of your colleagues and family members. Thank you. So I have explained what business is. I said business is somebody who buys or sells goods or services with the aim to make profit. So if you see people who are buying and they are selling also, you just know this person is a business person, is a businessman or is a businesswoman. They travel as far as going to other countries, going to villages, towns and cities in order to ensure that they get businesses, goods and services from other wholesalers. They make sure they buy from other manufacturers. They make sure they buy in wholesale and then they come and retail it. So in one way or the other, by buying and selling, business is involved. So those are the people we regard to, or we refer to as business people, who normally buys and sells. They buy goods, they buy services, and also they sell again, they resell, they retail it. They can either buy wholesale or whatever, and then they make sure they retail it to their customers. So we refer to them as business people. And we have another set of business people that I also want to define. Remember, I said there are two sets of people involved in business. And I said the other set is an entrepreneur. Now, who is an entrepreneur? You might want to know. You might want to find out, because we have been hearing this entrepreneurship, entrepreneur, and entrepreneur in this 21st century is, a golden word that is, showing up in our world, and we need to explore it and explore it, very well. So we have defined who a business person is, and I also want to explain to you who an entrepreneur is. An entrepreneur, I said here, is different from a business person, right? However, they both have profit in mind as their main goal or their main outcome. An entrepreneur is different from a business person. Even though they have, profit in mind as their main goal or their main outcome, and their approach and purposes are different. The approaches and purposes of doing business as an entrepreneur can be different from a business person. As an entrepreneur, I said an entrepreneur is somebody who has a creative, listen to this and underline it, who has a creative idea, an innate ability, or a gift that will use that idea or gift and translate it into an added value to become a good or a service. I go over it again. I said an entrepreneur is somebody who has a creative idea, an innate ability, or a gift that they will use that idea or that creative ability that they have and translate it into for that idea or that creative idea to become an added value in becoming a good or a service. So these are the different sets of people that we have when we talk about business. So you must know where you belong. We have people who are business people that normally buys and sells either goods or services in order to make a profit. Whereas we have also entrepreneurs. They are also business people because it is business they are doing. But in this case, when you refer to somebody as an entrepreneur, they don't just only buy and sell, but they take it a little step further. Quantum leap, by going further, not stopping at only buying and selling. Most entrepreneurs, sometimes, not all, most entrepreneurs can start as business persons. They can also start by doing business, by buying and selling. But eventually, as they grow, they normally graduate from that business of buying and selling into becoming an entrepreneur. Whereas it involves now not only buying and selling, but translating a gift, an idea, a creative ability, translating it for that idea to become an added value in solving people's problem, by becoming a solution to people's problem, wherein you can be able to make that idea become a good or a service. Are you getting it? That is who an entrepreneur is. That is why we have seen people with creative ideas have turned that idea into a product or a service. That is how we have YouTube today, who started as an idea yesterday as a creative idea by somebody that has been translated to create an added value today to this 21st generation by becoming a good or a service that all of us are benefiting from. That is what we refer to as entrepreneurship. Facebook also started as an idea. TikTok started as an idea. Twitter started as an idea. These are creative ideas that somebody had. They got it, they thought about it. It was a gift, an innate creative idea that they had, and they were able to translate those creative ideas for each to become a good and a service, making it an added value to the human generation, for us to be able to better our lives by using it. And today, these creative ideas yesterday are products that we are enjoying today in a bid of a service that we are all using called YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and the likes. So that is it. So if you as a business person, it is good to start as a business person, but then there is a way you can graduate also to become an entrepreneur. And of course, you cannot say, okay, I don't want to be the business person by just buying and selling. I want to graduate, or I want to start with a creative idea and translate that creative idea that I have into a good or a service. I want to say welcome to you. I said some experts also define an entrepreneur as anyone who works for himself. Hello? Others suggest that entrepreneurs do not just work independently, but also their businesses involves innovation and leadership. Their businesses involves innovation and leadership. So, what am I saying? So we have seen the two different types or two sets of people that we are referring to as people who are doing business. This is from a book that I have written called Steps to Building a Sustainable Business, that was written by me, Clarissa Habertina Taylor Camara, and I want to do a step-by-step teaching series from this book, from me to you, my YouTube family members, and my TikTok family members, all of you put together, so that we'll go through this book. And I want to assure you, by going through this book together with me, you will never ever regret it in your life. This is a gem. It is a golden diamond that you might have been looking for, that people pay monies for coaching, for them to be coached, in order to get such kind of information that I'm giving to you free. So the only way I'm asking you to pay me back, right, is to make sure you subscribe to my channel. Just hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. And don't forget to like this video also. Like this video and share this video to 10 of your friends and family members. And as you do that, I know God will bless you. Please, I want to stop here for today, and I don't want to make this video too long. I'm doing it into series, and then in my next video we will go to Steps to Building a Sustainable Business Teaching Series Part 3. This one is the Part 2. Make sure you go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, and also look for the Part 1 and listen it. And as you do that, God bless you. So I love you, and I will see you in our next series, the Part 3. God bless you. Take care of yourself and have a good day. Bye-bye. Don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. I love you, and God bless you, and stay blessed. See you in my next video, and have a great day. Thank you. And I love you. Bye-bye.